just want what's best for my daughter, so it's gonna end right now.
If this was the last time you're gonna see me, what would you say?
How has it changed for you now that your name has sort of become synonymous with this type of love story?
Not much. You would be amazed at how little things are different. In the end, I just try to write the best stories that I can, and I try to, I try to tell a different story than I've told before. I do have to put more thinking and into the type of story that I want, because I want to be original. I wanted the best of me to feel utterly original compared to anything else that I've done, even though there were certain parallels. You might say, oh, well, didn't we do that in the Notebook where they kind of get back together? You want the answer to be, yeah, except like for the other 99 out of 100 differences. Yes, they get back together, but after that, everything is different. Totally different questions and themes and relevancies.
It was a bit of a journey for me. I first read the script at home in Sydney, and I put an audition down in Sydney, which is always really hard and confusing.
Yeah.
You never didn't talk to the director. You're kind of just taking a real
Blind
gamble,
Yeah.
a bit of a punt with how you're going to do it. And I felt really fortunate they responded to it, and I flew back over here, and the next day we had our chemistry read, and we just got along really well. It was very easy. I think that's the one thing you really look for when you're coming into this kind of movie. It's got to be a real familiarity and something, that's not forced at all. And I felt really fortunate that I got to be a part of this film, to bring these loved characters to life.
I had the opportunity to sit down with Liana, and we were basically just trying to find little mannerisms or things that I would do or that she would do with the character. I think fondling the necklace when we were nervous is one of the things. But I also think an aspect that helped us both out is that the character is one way when she's young. She's very vivacious and effervescent, and then as she is older, life kind of gets in the way, and she sort of lost that edge a little bit. So it was about finding all those little moments in her younger age and kind of and sort of bringing those to the surface when she got older.
I mean, there's some obvious differences when you first meet each of them, but I think naturally we all just kind of grow up having certain little tics and stuff, and we wanted to make sure that the audience saw that when they were watching the movie.
Yeah, I got to sit down with James as well, and you talk about accent and certain mannerisms, but also something that James and I wanted was that space for him to grow as a person and to not be exactly the same as he was an 18-year-old with all the life experiences he gets between, when we leave each other and when they come together again. So, yeah, we wanted the similarities, but we also wanted somewhere where they could have gone in that space of time.
Can I ask a nerdy question? Do you believe that there's a Nicholas Sparks cinematic universe? Like, is it like the Marvel universe where, like, you could have the Avengers of all the Nicholas Sparks characters coming together?
I don't know about that, but I think that people kind of know what you mean when you say a movie with my name on it.
Yeah, thematically, I think it's always about love. It's about how love can sustain you through loss. But what is so kind of miraculous that Nick does, and every time I read one of the books, the new book, I'm like, he did it again. He came up with a completely different situation, concept, story, that
character
and characters, and every one you feel like, God, that could have happened to me, or maybe that could happen to me. They're regular people in regular kind of situations, and totally relatable. And I don't know how he's done it. 19 times or
17. I think
17,
18.
18.
But I have ideas for 19.
Yeah,
20.
he always has a new idea.
You aren't just someone I loved back then. You are the very best of me.